because we don't talk about too much outside of sports on this program, but I am curious, as someone who has young kids and who is socially conscious,
Yeah.
what was going through your mind the other night when you were seeing the images from Baltimore?
It was one of the lowest points for me when you think about how far, and let's just be candid, Paul, how far African Americans have come. And the things that they've had to deal with in communities and trying to find a place to say we're accepted. I don't buy it anymore that it's an oppression. Is it bad people? Yes. Is it bad people in every element of business? Absolutely. But I don't think, my sister is a police officer. We've had this conversation before. And I know her to be, and a lot of other white men that she works with, to be great people and considerate and caring. But they also have a job to do. And they also have families to return to after they punch the clock and the day is over. And for that display to happen like that, and I think about it in terms of my grandmother, right, who's 86 years old, who saw when black people couldn't do things and lived through it to see us all the way up until this point where her grandson gets a chance to be an analyst on the SEC network and work for ESPN and live my dream, right? So the dynamic between her early life and where we are now, it has changed. And she tells me all the time, I'm so proud of her. She pinches my cheek, gives me a kiss, and tells me, I'm so proud of you because you do it the right way. And Paul, really my philosophy is, if you err on the side of right, 99% of the times, good things will happen for you. And that's what I believe. And I believe if you put yourself in a position to have success and accomplish things, it comes with being good to people. And you deal with police brutality. I'm not, blind to that. And I know there's some bad cops out there, but it's also bad people too. And we video these cops doing bad things, but I don't see any videos when citizens are doing bad things to citizens. And that doesn't matter if you're black or white. That doesn't matter what you believe in. Now the microscope has been placed on every police department in the United States of America. And you can find bad cops every single day doing bad things because they're people too. But to go out and destroy communities, which some of these communities were already underdeveloped and underserved. Let's just be honest about that. But to go out and destroy places where you have to live and other people have to live, and to affect the quality of life of people that really doesn't want to have anything to do with that, just wrong. And I looked at it when Katrina happened in New Orleans. Was that situation handled badly by our government? Yes, I think so. But don't go tear up stores that people have worked their entire lives to have the opportunity to open and serve communities. And, a message that I always, I talk about this, B-Town, me and you, we talk real. And I think about it from my people, and when I say my people, black folks. We have to take care of our community all the time before we can say help us. And that's how I feel about it. My grandmother, I grew up in Elm Grove, which was the hood in Scotlandville, Louisiana. And I saw it. I saw dead bodies, I saw gang violence, I saw guys fighting almost to death. My grandmother lived in that Section 8 housing, government assistance, and I would go through, we would walk up the stairs, and I would walk into my grandmother's apartment, which was on the second floor, and it was spick and span. You could eat off the floor. And she would always tell me and my sister that regardless of where you at right now, you have to live like where you're going. And I believe that since I was a young kid, because I saw it from my mom, my dad, my grandmother, everybody that was around. Grandfathers taught me how to work. So I never thought that I would end up in Elk Grove. And I never settled to live in Elk Grove. And I think that's what it's about more than anything. If you're not happy with your current condition, you do and take care of your house and keep your house clean. And if we can start a chain of that with people in these communities, it'll be a difference maker. And that's just what I feel about it. But as long as it's black people, we wait and say, well, we not getting this and we not getting that. It's examples out there of people that have accomplished that and that has done that. And I'm never gonna look at a man and say, I can't do what he's done. If I have mind, body, and my body is able to do it and able to work, I want to put myself in a position to be successful with the help of God. And that's how I think about it, P-Town. So I really don't like the complaining, and I don't like that we don't get fair treatment. Take care of your own house first. That's how my family raised me. And look, I have sympathy for people that are underserved and have dealt with so many issues, but take care of your house first. And if you take care of your house, and if men start raising their kids in the black community, and if mothers start being there for their kids in the black community, like so many of them are, and if we can cut down on 15-year-olds having kids that don't know how to be adults and they still kids themselves, things will get better. And that's what I feel about it. And people, you know, I'm expecting, oh, no, I don't look down on it because I came from it. But I believe that it's a way to get out of it. And I believe the way to get out of it starts in your mind first and how you take care of your own little territory. I tell my wife all the time, babe, let's just take care of our own little box, and then we'll be able to spread and help other people. But if you don't do that first, then you just out there complaining. You wait for a camera to show up to complain about where you're living at. Well, it's your responsibility to take care of what you have. And I saw my grandmother do it for 25 years in a bad neighborhood, in the ghetto. I saw her do it for 25 years. And eventually when her grandson learned those lessons, he was able to get out of there. That's how I feel about it.
Marcus Spears with us, and we'll take a break there, come back and wrap things up here in a few moments. Wow.